Denominator 60. No, let's see. 6 times 10. 6 is 2 times 3. And 10 is 2 times 5.
Our
And my denominator, I
6,
have a 2 and a 3
12.
is 6. 6 times 2 is 12.
1 times y.
Good morning. I hope you're having a beautiful day. We woke up this morning, and when we woke up and we drank our coffee, we kind of scrolled through Facebook, and we found out this morning that Fairbanks Schools won't open their classrooms, at least in August. The Fairbanks North Star Borough will start with fully remote learning on August 20th. They had a 6-hour school board meeting yesterday, and they decided and they voted to reassess school readiness and safety every 2 weeks. So unless there's gonna be 5 cases or fewer than 5 cases in a 2-week span in Fairbanks, they are not going to open up the schools. It kind of was expected because Anchorage made that decision a couple of days ago not to reopen their schools. I'm not sure how to feel about it. Those jobs constantly pop up in my head. What about the janitors? What about all the school bus drivers? You know, there are so many jobs that go into a whole school system, and people who are working for the school and in the school. And at the same time, if it's going to be an online teaching program, there are going to be parents who have to stay at home, and they probably have to cancel their job if they cannot work from home as well. Next semester is going to look very different for us as well. And I try to be a good example to show the kids that just because it's going to be different, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be bad. It just simply means that we need to refocus, that we need to replan a couple of things, and that we need to be creative. Because it is during those times when we can really, really be an example and a role model to our children. They look up to us, and the way how we handle this whole situation is probably the way how they're going to handle. If I panic and if I'm upset, then this is how they're going to be as well. Does it stink that things are not back to normal? Yes, absolutely. Do we all want our life to be back to normal? Yes. But no matter how our opinions are about the things that are going on right now, we just have to push through, right? There is nothing we can do. We just have to take it one day at a time, one step at a time. So with that being said, I think we're just gonna have a fun day. We have to leave the house in a little bit. I'm gonna tell you what we're doing once we're there. We are out here doing our regular beehive check. And we were supposed to do this 2 days ago, but it has been so rainy here. And right now we are in between 2 rain clouds. We waited in the car until it stopped, and now the boys are outside taking care of it. And by boys, it is Devin and Jacob. I don't even have to do anything. A couple of weeks ago, our friend asked us if she could come along and bring her kids because they want to experience a beehive check. And so she did. She came along and she brought her son Jacob, and he showed a very big interest in beekeeping. And so we decided to bring him along for all the other checks. And he's wearing my bee suit. And he's out there doing his thing. This really makes my homeschool mommy heart very happy. And this is a good example that education is not just limited to textbooks. Education is more than that. Education is seeing somebody doing something and you ask if you can come along and you learn from that person. Education is just venturing out. Education is not limited at all. And that's why I always say that our classroom has no walls. It literally does not. I never want to limit my kids to just one space to learn. There is so much to experience in this life. There is so much to learn. There are so many great books to read. There are so many just people that you can really learn from. It's an adventure, and education is fun, and it should be fun. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna see how they're doing. Hopefully I can take some little clips and show you what they're doing. The last time we were out here, we saw some honey. So that makes me so happy, because at the beginning of the season we had so many problems with our queen bee flying away, and it's just nice to see that all this hard work that we did, ordering new queens and creating a 2-queen hive and coming out here and checking all the time, it's just so rewarding to finally see results and to see that it's going to work. I'm not that type of person who has to have the most honey. I really don't care. I think if we get one mason jar full of honey, I'm already so thrilled. This year I learned so much, and all the knowledge that I gained and the understanding of beekeeping is so much more rewarding to me than all the honey in the world. Even though I'm excited about that honey. That honey is like amazing. It's like nothing that you can buy in the store. There's the mosquito again. Anyway, so I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna see if I can sneak in some clips for you guys. So they got it done in time. What they're doing now is they are walking away because they're still covered in bees. Those bees are not happy, and I don't want them near the car because then they will come and see me. So what you're supposed to do is walk away, and after a while the bees, they will just fly back to their hive. What also helps, and that is what Jacob is doing, is he's brushing off Devin to get all the bees off. And as you can see, they're a good distance away and they're still covered in bees, and there is one circling me. I think I'm gonna go in the car. So once when the boys are in the car, we're going to head home. I'll probably treat them to some, I don't know, cookies or something. There's like a little coffee shop right around the corner here, so I'll probably treat them to something sweet and then I'll drop them off at home. during the summertime, on Tuesday evenings after dinner, we always go for a long bike ride. Our goal is to do 10 miles. And we have a specific route that we always take. But honestly, tonight we just felt like we wanted to try something new. So we parked right outside of the little town called North Pole, and we're just gonna drive around North Pole and see what we can get ourselves into. So we have both of the kids, we have the bikes, and we brought Bear because he loves to run. And it is, as you can see, I have my jacket on. It is not hot. It is kind of chilly tonight, so this will be the perfect weather for him, just to run and just let all that energy out. This is it. We just came back. We did about 5 miles. Normally we do 10, but we're tired tonight. So we're gonna go home and we're gonna get bed ready and we're gonna enjoy the rest of this evening. But we do want to thank you for coming along, and thank you for supporting us and watching us. And again, I don't know how things are going to look like at this point. Nobody knows, but we can all make a difference. And even if it's just a small difference every single day, that adds up to make a big difference in your life and maybe somebody else's life as well. So with that being said, we'll see you in the next video. We'll see you up north.